You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Well, in the further continuing tradition of trans athletes ruining women's sports, we have yet another example of it. Look, we saw it a couple of months ago with Alana McLaughlin in the MMA, jumping in a former, Army Ranger that decided that he was going to call himself a female and go out and beat the hell out of women. Well, then we had Laurel Hubbard going out in weightlifting and dominating women. I mean, breaking records that an actual woman would have most likely never have broken. But these people convert, or whatever they do, transition over. They've got a certain window in order to get their testosterone levels down. And then it's like we're supposed to just be fine with them going out and dominating women's sports. Well, we've got another example in the NCAA, again, of this happening. And it's repulsive. And I don't know why we have to act like we like it or that we're okay with it. At the end of the day, we're talking about men beating women in their own sports. I mean, the competitive imbalance there is just sickening. Penn swimmer, Outkick, Penn swimmer who competed as a male for 3 seasons, now dominating women's swimming. A University of Pennsylvania women's swimmer, in quotes, named Lia Thomas, who used to go by Will, God, Jesus, as a member of the men's swimming team, is smashing records and has many wondering if Olympic superstar Katie Ledecky will soon be losing races to a transgender competitor. At a November 20th tri-meet with Cornell and Princeton, Lia Thomas, a.k.a. Will, blasted the number 1 200 free time and the second fastest 500 free time in the nation, breaking Penn program records in both events. She swept the 100, the 200, and the 500 free individual events and contributed to the first place 400 free relay. My God. Will Thomas, a native of Austin, Texas, competed for the Penn men's swimming team for 3 seasons before taking off the pandemic year. During 2018-19, Will was second team All-Ivy League in the 500 freestyle, 1,000 free, and 1,650 free. In 2019-20, Thomas competed in 4 of Penn's 8 regular season events. According to the Penn Swimming Archives, Will Thomas has competed for the men's team on November 16, 2019. That is Lia Thomas, a.k.a. Will, right there. Quote, being trans has not affected my ability to do this sport, and being able to continue is very rewarding, Thomas told the campus student newspaper in June. I'm sure it hasn't affected you one bit. You're going out and you're dominating females. Congratulations. Based on the times Thomas has put up so far this fall, Leah's definitely not lying. Swam reports that Thomas' 200 freestyle time of 1:43.47 would have won her a silver medal at the 2021 NCAA Women's Championships. Her 4:35.06 in the 500 freestyle would have been good for bronze in the 2021 championships. It should be important to note here that if that person, Will, would have competed in those, she would have taken those spots and those titles from actual women. So how are biological women supposed to beat Thomas? Is this fair based on NCAA rules? The NCAA has said, based on its policy, that biological women just need to suck it up and deal with it. A trans female treated with testosterone suppression medication may continue to compete on a men's team, but may not compete on a women's team without changing to a mixed team status until completing the 1 year of testosterone suppression treatment. Never mind all of those years of bone density and cartilage development and all these other things that causes a man to dominate a female. Okay. A trans male who received a medical exemption for treatment with testosterone is no longer eligible to compete on a women's team without changing that status to a mixed team. 1 year of testosterone suppression treatment, and you can get right out there with the women and kick their asses. So after you went through the 1 year of testosterone suppression, you can walk right out there, compete against females, and start whipping their ass everywhere. Is it fair? We'll need to hear from the biological women who are losing pool time and races to Will/Lia Thomas, if they're even allowed to give an honest answer. And let's be honest, that's Joe Kinsey, by the way. If they speak up, we know what's going to happen. Woke Twitter, woke social media, the woke media mob are all going to destroy any woman that comes out and speaks out against this unfair physical advantage. Before too long, we're not going to have any actual women's sporting events left because they're all going to have freaking men competing in them. This is a complete and total unfair advantage. I don't care what anybody says, and as you see this crap sift over into things like MMA, women are going to start getting physically hurt is what's going to happen. And that's why we made so many videos about Alana McLaughlin. Because that dude is going to beat the hell out of some woman and hurt them very badly. I personally speaking, as a male, I do not know how these males can bring themselves to get out there to physically dominate a woman and feel like they're doing something and being some kind of true sporting champion. You're cheating. Let's be real. You're cheating. You couldn't cut it on the men's side, so you went over to dominate women. Plain and simple. I find this egregious. I find this disgusting. I don't care what anybody says. It's unfair. And in certain sports, it's going to get people hurt. Period. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Man, sports are going to hell. Let's just be real. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.